World Forestry Center is a social change organization. We choose hope over despair because we believe that is a way to inspire people to take action to support our forests. This art exhibition started as an open call to attract more people to World Forestry Center and let them know about our arts programming. We had over 75 applications, but we had to pick out 12 installations to be able to tell a thorough storyline about how communities are taking action to help our forests. Design, engineering, forest-based research, and even artists as innovators. We believe art and aesthetics can be kind of the first step to enter into more scientific, challenging conversations about our forest health.
The 200-year log decomposition experiment is two things, really. It's an actual experiment out in the forest, but also, in terms of this exhibit, it was an opportunity for a photographer to photograph scenes from that study and then have colleagues, scientists, philosophers, and others make notations on those photographs to either tell you about that study or things that they're thinking about. So it's not restricted to just facts, but maybe impressions or thoughts about the forest in general. People see that the sciences and humanities, the arts, they do not have to be separate entities. They can be integrated. For hope, it's that we can all contribute to understanding our world and discovering and reporting about it. And we can all see value in it.
The Tree Ring Lab is interested in understanding how forest ecosystems change and develop over time and what impacts and relationships humans have with forests. We're most often investigating how fires shape forests, how humans have shaped fire. The Forest Hope Tree Ring exhibit just gives people a sampler of different histories that you can see in individual pieces. They instantly sort of inspired you to think about time and deep histories, and so it's sort of a nice way to take something that's visually appealing and then connect it to deeper meaning. Having the research in the gallery space takes the work out of the publications and scientific conference world and reaches a much broader audience, from the science realm to the policy realm and to their own backyard when they're thinking about fire and forests.
One of the things that I think is cool is when I was walking through was just how much information there was and the way that it was conveyed. So I think just anytime you get more information, there's opportunity for hope to get people to see the environment differently. And I think being able to see that in paintings and going to a museum and looking at a landscape painting and really trying to think about the ecology, not just that it's beautiful, but like what was the artist capturing? And then looking at a landscape and thinking about, well, what did this used to look like? What I like about our work is that in collaborating with art historians, we've been able to try to unpack, can we trust this as data or is this an anecdote? We can get to the point where we can say, yes, like we think this is real. Maybe if it's not perfect, but we think this represents the degree of open meadow savanna habitat that we saw in this region at this time. That becomes this really important, powerful tool.
I like seeing all of the questions that come out of it from people and the kind of inspiration from it where people are like, man, you can collect DNA from the air and figure out what animals are there. It's such a far-reaching concept, I feel like. And to be able to share that with the public has been a really rewarding experience for me. We're living in a world that's rapidly changing, especially our ecosystems. And so I think if we are able to engage people of all ages to bring awareness to certain issues that are happening, certain challenges that we're facing, and beyond that, how people are working to create solutions to those problems, I think they're conversations that need to be had, especially if we have any hope of making effective change.